As with Kofi Annan, so too with Ban Ki-moon. Both UN Secretary Generals had the enthusiastic support of the United States at the beginning of their tenure.
I, Ban Ki-moon.
By the time Annan left office, that relationship had ruptured. 6 months into Ban's command, some believe that the Secretary General's South Korean background heavily influences his relationship to the world's only superpower.
His very tone is as though he's sort of come in to clean out a nest of corruption. You know, at times you almost think it's sort of John Bolton in a Korean accent. I think he has made a conscious decision that the future for the United Nations means he has to basically pander to the United States.
If there is a particular concern among some senior UN staffers, it's that Ban Ki-moon and his team have not properly got to grips with the hugely complex issues that the UN has to deal with in the Middle East. Some go further and see more a capitulation to American and Israeli pressures.
In some areas he doesn't seem to get it. I mean, recently at a meeting with Palestinian notables in East Jerusalem, he referred to the places being in Israel, when even West Jerusalem isn't in Israel, according to the United Nations.
Already some siren voices are suggesting that Ban has his eye on the South Korean presidency and will be a one-term Secretary General. His newly appointed spokesman, Mike Meyer, giving Al Jazeera his first ever television interview, says the boss barely sleeps 4 hours a night.
In the course of his first 6 months, he's been making phone calls, reaching out, traveling heavily. He's traveled more in his first 5 months, 6 months, than any Secretary General just about in history, I believe. 4 trips to the Middle East alone.
And Ban's unassuming and focused diplomacy could, some say, be bringing results to the seemingly intractable situation in Darfur.
This SG is about slow and steady progress. That's his mantra. But slow does not mean glacial. It means continuous. It means consistent, with great force. You keep taking little steps and building on them. And sooner or later they amount to breakthroughs, which is what we have in Darfur.
This is how Ban Ki-moon likes to get results, using every opportunity in private meetings to thrash out deals and compromises. So, 6 months into the job as Secretary General, what to make of Ban Ki-moon? Committed, yes. Hard-working, yes. But, according to some, in need of some tuition, especially when it comes to Middle Eastern affairs. Mark Seddon, Al Jazeera at the United Nations.